Yes, children, good morning. Now, we have already finished with the first part of your revision on field visit, and I suppose, children, you'll be busy with your portions learning for your unit tests, is it not so? No, but do you not have to worry because all these, the paper pattern as such has been is so very simple. You just have to, it's all objective type questions which you'll find it very easy. Okay, so let's move on to the second part of your revision. Here we'll be doing location and extent, and I've divided it into two parts. The first part will be revising India. Okay, now, so India, now capital, all of you are very familiar with the capital of India. What is it? It is New Delhi. And India is the second most populated country in the world. Okay? So India again is famous for spices, which all of you know, and that's the reason. If you want me to connect it with history, that's the reason for many discoveries being made. Okay, and that's the reason why we have many European scholars in in the like say Vasco da Gama, etc., for who found the sea route to India. Okay, so India is famous for spices. And what's the popular sport in India? Children, it is all of you are very familiar with this. It is cricket. And the type of government, India is a federal republic. It's a federal parliamentary republic. Now, now look at this political map of India. Children, it's very important. Please go through the political map of India. Okay, you are going to familiarize yourself with the states in India, the seas which surround India, and also the neighboring countries. Okay, now according to 2019, see we have 28 states and 8 union territories. Okay, look at the water bodies which surround India. Okay, now we have the Arabian Sea on the west. Okay, this is now in your exam. You are not going to get plotting, instead, you are going to get map reading. So, a map will be given to you and certain questions will be asked. You are just going to click the right answer. Okay, children, but you have to go through the map very carefully. Okay, so here look at the sea. Okay, on the western part of India, we have the Arabian Sea. To the southern part of India, we have the Indian Ocean, and on the eastern part of India, we have the Bay of Bengal. Okay, now what about the countries surrounding India? On the west, we have Pakistan and then Afghanistan. Move to the north. To the north of India, we have China, Nepal, and Bhutan. Then again, to the eastern part of India, we have again China. China actually covers both the northern and eastern part of India. So on the eastern part of India also we have China. Then we have Myanmar and Bangladesh. Then again, if you are going to consider the seas, again on the eastern part of India we have the Bay of Bengal, and the western part of India we have the Arabian Sea. Okay, now what about the important latitude which passes through India? Now that is 23.5 degree north latitude, which is the Tropic of Cancer. Can you see this latitude? It's 23.5 degree north. Just see this, it is passing through India. Look at this, this is Tropic of Cancer. So just do not remember, just do not forget. You'll have to remember all these. Okay, please do not forget the latitude which passes through India is the Tropic of Cancer, 23.5 degree north. Okay, next is you'll have to remember the Indian Standard Time. The Indian Standard Time is 5.5 hours ahead of GMT. Okay. Now, the Indian Standard Time is based on, can you see this longitude? This is, can you see this? This also you'll have to remember. The Indian Standard Time is based on the 82.5-degree east longitude, which passes through Mirzapur in India, that is in Allahabad. Okay, there's Mirzapur in India, right? Okay, look at the small island here. Okay, there's a small island, that's Sri Lanka. Okay, then remember, and the next is you are going to remember the latitudes and longitudes. Okay, the latitudinal and longitudinal extent of India. Very, very important. You should, not even a single, error should be there when you write the latitude and longitude of India. Okay, so let us come to, these are certain important points which you are going to remember. Okay, come to the location. India is located in the northern and eastern hemisphere and in the southern part of the continent of Asia. Okay, so location is, it is located in the northern hemisphere as well as the eastern hemisphere, and it is located also in the southern part of the continent of Asia. Move over to the latitudinal extent. Children, each you'll have to remember the degrees. Okay, latitudinal extent 8 degrees 4 minutes north to 37 degrees 6 minutes north latitude, and longitudinal extent is 68 degrees 7 minutes east to 97 degrees 25 minutes east. Okay, so look at this. Okay, this is the longitudinal extent here. Okay, so look at this. This is 96. So here you have Arunachal Pradesh. Okay, at the same time, remember the latitudes also. Okay, so this is Jammu and Kashmir here. All right, and then we have the southern tip of India. This 8 degrees. Okay, 4 minutes. All right. Now, so the southernmost tip of India is Indira Point, which is 6 degrees 45 minutes north. So the southernmost tip of India is the Indira Point, and it is 6 degrees 45 minutes north. Number of states in the Indian Union is 28, and number of union territories is 8. That is, this is after, Jammu and Kashmir was, made into a union territory. Okay, so in Jammu and Kashmir, we have Jammu and Ladakh, which that is the reason why number of union territories have increased. And, look at the number of states. Okay, so number of states has decreased to 28. We had 29. Then according to 2019, when Jammu and Kashmir was, divided into, the state of Jammu and Kashmir was divided into 2 territories. Okay, so number of states according to 2019 is 28 states, and union territories we have 8. Okay, now come to countries and oceans which surround India. I've already shown you on the map. Okay, so to the east of India, please recollect, we have Bangladesh, Myanmar, China, and the Bay of Bengal, if you take the oceans. Okay, to the north, remember, it is Nepal, China, and Bhutan. To the west, Pakistan, Afghanistan, and Arabian Sea. Then to the south, we have the Indian Ocean and Sri Lanka. Now, I'll just tell you, look at this. So as I said, on the western side, we have Pakistan and Afghanistan. Remember, this is the only country which occupies a very small extent. Okay, that has a very small border with India. Look at that. So, which is a country which shares a very small border with India, that is Afghanistan. Remember that, children. Okay. Look at the islands. Okay. In the Arabian Sea, we have the Lakshadweep Islands. In the Bay of Bengal, we have Andaman Nicobar Islands. Very, very important, children. So you'll have to go through the map. Okay. You have questions based on that. So do not, forget that. Next is historical background. All of you know that. So India has been under the was under the British rule for more than 1.5 centuries, and India gained its independence on 15th August 1947. Now, after India gained independence, she had to face many problems. There were wars with China, okay. Then with Pakistan, it had to face three wars. Then there were famines, okay, drought that India had to face in various parts of the country. Yet, India was able to, face all these problems. She emerged victorious. And today, if you find, India is a major developing country and also a global market. Now, after independence, India had carried out various reforms, okay, and as a result of all these reforms, we had various 5-year plans, okay, as a result of which various economic reforms were carried out in the country, and this has resulted in economic development. If you take the population of India, for example, we find the population of India is young. That is, we have more percentage of youths in the country. In other words, more number of working population. And that's the reason we find the population of India is young and we have more number of working population. Okay, so that also is a positive, mm, for India. It is something which is very, very good because number of working population is more. Okay, now I've just covered India. In the next session, I'll be covering Brazil. Okay, now there's certain types of questions which you can expect in your unit tests. Okay, in field visit also in the previous session also, I covered some questions. So please go through it. Remember, it is just MCQ type questions where you are just going to click the right option. Okay, children? Now, look at this. Choose the correct alternative and fill in the blanks. The southernmost tip of India is called, we have four options here. Look at that. It's Lakshadweep, Kanyakumari, Indira Point, Port Blair. Okay, we just did that. It is Indira Point. So the answer, southernmost tip of India is called Indira Point. You just don't have to write in the blank. You are just going to click the right answer, children. Is that clear? Next one. India lies in the dash hemisphere. Northern and eastern, northern and western, northern and southern, southern and western. Okay, so I suppose you remember that it is northern and eastern. So India lies in the northern and eastern hemisphere. Next is write whether the following statements are right or wrong. Okay, so the Tropic of Cancer of Capricorn passes through the middle of India. So, what is the important latitude it passes through in the middle of India? We've already done that. What is it? It is the Tropic of Capricorn or Tropic of Cancer. I suppose you remember. What did we do? We said it is a Tropic of Cancer. So, this statement is wrong. Okay. So, you are going to click wrong. Okay. Then there are 28 states in India. Okay. Right or wrong? Yes, children, it is right. Okay. So in the next session, we will complete Brazil. So till then, children, please go through the videos that we have already done on these two lessons, that is field visit and also location and extent. And also the notes that we have provided to you, please go through them very, very carefully. Just don't feel, even brief answers, please children go through that. We have covered all types of questions in these. Okay, so best of luck children. Thank you.